Hey, what's up, guys? How have you been? Welcome to my YouTube channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the support, for the love, for always watching my videos, for subscribing. I'm so grateful. I'd never take that for granted. And to those who are new here into this channel, welcome so much. Feel at home, feel safe. In this space, we're here to learn. Yeah, for fun, yeah, and just to put it out there, my channel is about mental health, being able different, and lifestyle, just generally lifestyle. And on today's video, we'll talk on, we'll base on the able different parts, and on that part, we're gonna talk about cerebral palsy. So, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. The goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the time January ish. So kindly subscribe to my channel, watch the video, let's interact hapo kwa comment section. And CP, many people have heard of it, wengine wanasikianga tu jina, but some really don't know what it is. I have cerebral palsy. I was born with cerebral palsy. It's also called CP. That's the short form of the condition. It's a condition, and grow up na CP, nilizaliwa na CP. I do life CP, normal life, and just for education purpose, just for learning purpose, I just did a little research on it. Jana nilikuja ku notice kuna vitu sijui about it, but doing a research is always good. It's always advisable. Usidanganye watu, of course. And if someone asked you what CP is, what would you say? Do you have a clue of it? Have you ever heard of the word CP or cerebral palsy? Can you tell when you see someone with CP? Unaweza tell huyu mtu ako na CP. And what is CP? Is it illness? What is it? Ni ugonjwa? Like, what is it? And CP is just a disorder. It's a brain disorder that appears in infancy or shortly after birth, and it's permanent. I have a notebook. Sishangaa naangalia nini pale kando. I have a notebook. I have noted something to singe cram kila kitu. So yeah, just in case. So if you needed one, we can pick one. Uandike one or two. Maybe itakuja kukusaidia baadaye. So we said CP is a disorder that appears in infancy or shortly after birth. In infancy, we mean mtoto akiwa kwa the womb before azaliwe. So in infancy or shortly after birth, and it's permanent. It's permanent. It's a disorder or a condition. And when you hear of a condition, just know that si ugonjwa. It's not anything we need to treat or such, but it's something, of course, we need to manage. And it's caused by a damage in the developing brain. When the infant is growing or developing, kuna damages inaweza happen, lead to sleep. It's caused by damage to a developing fetus before, during, or after birth. Yeah, and it's, of course, CP is found in all genders, boys and girls, but research says it's mostly in boys and girls. I don't know why. You're not nimejua tu while doing the research, but it's mostly in boys and girls. So that is generally how you can describe CP. It's just a disorder, it's just a condition. And you talk of a condition, it's nothing to be treated, but of course, it can be managed. So I can say it's It's nothing that serious. Si kitu unaweza ogopa, because if it was that serious, those born with it could either die or, I guess, cope with normal life. But there are so many people out here who have CP, but they're still living, they're still doing life. And so generally that's it. And kila mtu, we all know that everything has a cost. Kila kitu ina cost, iko na cost yake. Like hii ugonjwa is caused by this situation was caused by this. And CP has some causes, or a number of causes. Some things can happen in a lead to CP, whether the child is born, whether it's after birth, whether amegrow kidogo. Like, it has a cause. Everything has a cause, and one of the causes of CP is seizures. I guess for those who have experienced seizures for a long time, hata si lazima ikuwe for a long time, but experiencing seizures, you all know what seizures is. Kama ujui, you can Google, and seizures cause CP. And another cause is premature birth, because the brain haija develop vizuri, maybe, or maybe kuna parts zenye, of the brain zenye the development imekuwa tampered with. Okay, CP can also be caused by injuries in the head. Some people get accidents. Yeah, I think that's another cause. I don't think it's true. Injuries in the head. You can either get injuries, maybe ukipata accidents, or during birth, depending on how the nurses or the doctors handle the child. It can cause CP. It can cause CP. Another cause is bleeding in the brain. Now the bleeding depends on what caused it, because bleeding is caused by different things. So bleeding in the brain can cause CP. And I guess, I'm not sure, but I guess this happens when there is excessive bleeding. Not bleeding. So those are some of the causes of CP. In case you have an addition, you can just put it in the comment section. So on to the next, we can briefly look at the types of CP. Kuna types of CP, and these types, they I don't know the correct word to use. These types, they depend with the severity of the CP. Of course, kuna different levels of CP. Kuna mild, kuna hizo. So they depend on the severity of the CP. There are 4 main types. So kumaanisha kuna others, of which, if you know others, come to the comment section and let us know. We are here to learn. We are here to extend that little knowledge. And the first type of CP is spastic. This is the spastic. It is characterized by stiff muscles. Stiff muscles means that muscle ni ngumu, and that makes it a bit hard for the person with that type of CP kufanya vitu on their own, because the muscles are stiff. Ni ngumu kukunjika while doing something. Yeah, and that is the first one, spastic. The second one is dyskinetic. That is the second one. It is characterized by uncontrollable movements. Yeah. uncontrollable. You find that mtu ako na CP, zile movements ako nazo ziko uncontrollable, like shaking. Like unapata mtu ana shake sana, like me now, that is dyskinetic. It just ana move sana. And kama if at all the person is walking, bado, you know, they still have that uncontrollable movement. The third one is ataxic CP. It is characterized by, it causes balance and coordination issues. Balance ni unaweza pata mtu maybe haezi kaa chini, anaweza simama but haezi simama straight, you know. The muscles, some of the movement, the body movement parts, they are not coordinated. Ziko hivi. They are not straight as they should be. So that is ataxic. And the fourth one is mixed combination. So this mixed combination, the most common one is spastic and dyskinetic. Hizo zinakuanga hand in hand. That is the most common combi or combination. So we have spastic, dyskinetic, ataxic, and mixed combination. In case you have an addition, just put it in the comment section. And the signs and symptoms of CP. Of course, kila kitu iko na signs and symptoms. Si lazima ikuwe ni, we shouldn't just be talking of sicknesses when you're mentioning signs and symptoms. Everything has signs and symptoms, and I have a list. It's not that long though, but I have a list. And the first symptom is stiff muscles or exaggerated lift. What? Stiff muscles or exaggerated reflexes. Damn. Wow. Yeah, stiff muscles, that is one of symptoms. Una mtu akona stiff muscle. I don't know how to describe it to you. Could demonstrate. Well, hapo could demonstrate. Hey, normal. That is one symptom. Stiff muscles. By stiff inamaanisha ni ngumu kujikunja. It's just the normal stiff. Hakuna something special about the stiffness. And the second one is weakness in one arm or leg. Yes. For my case, it's the left side. The left hand and the left leg. Hizo ndo zinakuanga weak, unaweza pata. So that makes it for someone with CP, anatumia side moja to do their things. Like for me, I do my things with the right side. It's stronger. It has more ability. Even though pia right inafanya, but it's not that active, but it works. So another sign is unusual walking style. As I told you, most of the people with CP, not most, but some can walk. So yeah, you can tell when someone has CP. Akitembea, they do scissor, they have scissor legs. Wanaenda ni kama anataka twist miguu, niko twist kama ana catwalk. Well, hiyo kama ana catwalk. That's the best word I can use to describe it. Lakini usiambia mtu ana catwalk, utapigwa. And another symptom is lack of muscle coordination when performing voluntary movements. What are voluntary movements? An example of voluntary movements is like walking. hakuna coordination. That's why I talked of catwalking. Eating, no. Speaking, some of the people with CP do not have clear speech. You find that the tongue is a bit heavy for words to come out clearly. Others drool. By drooling, I mean kutoa ute. That is what we call drooling. Eating inakuwa a bit problematic, and ikifika hapo you find that huyo mtu chakula yake has to be blended for them to eat. So that is it. And so away from the symptoms of CP, we can get to some co-occurring conditions in CP. These are the conditions. Ukiwa na CP, you might have them. Or which C might. Some are compulsory. Let me use that. So co-occurring conditions in CP, and one of them is autism. And research, according to research says that 1 in 9 people with CP have autism features. Yeah. If you wanna know about autism, you can Google, of which someday I'm gonna bring that topic here. You're to learn about autism. But 1 in 9 people with CP have autism features. Autism is also another type of disability. So that is one of the co-occurring conditions in CP. Another one is epilepsy, and that is found in about 25 to 45 people with CP percentage. 25 to 45% of people with CP experience seizures, and I guess that occurs depending on the severity of the CP and a level of CP. Another condition is pain from stiff muscles. Yeah, muscles zikikuwa stiff zinakwanga painful. I'll let nitaambia the management of stiff muscles tuendelea kwanza. Another condition is sensory issues. Unaweza pata mtu hasikii vizuri ama haoni vizuri. Those are sensory issues. And the last condition is sleeping disorders. Normally people with CP find it hard to get sleep. It's hard, by the way, haikuangi rahisi. So those are the conditions: autism, epilepsy, pain, sensory issues, and sleeping disorders, of which these conditions have management methods. We are coming to that. They have management method. And one management method let me start with stiff muscles is occupational therapy, stroke physical therapy. But the therapy really helps. Kwa mtu ako na CP, therapy husaidia sana. For me, okay, my CP is not that severe, so I can stand up, I can do things. So with therapy unapatanga muscles zangu ziko relaxed, I'm flexible, I can stand, I can do things on my own. So one way of managing stiff muscles is through physiotherapy. And another one is speech therapy. You need to strengthen the oral muscles. Another one is medication, let's say for people experiencing seizures, that is epilepsy, and sleeping disorders. You can start having sleeping pills. Inaweza kusaidia sana. So ways of managing it are ni mingi. So those are just some of the ones I did research on, and I hope they are helpful. You, of course, if you try to manage CP, it will work. It will work. But you're consistent, whether you want it to work, it will work. Good. I hope up to that point, at least, get kitu, hata kama si mingi, 1 or 2 is helpful. So, natures of CP and nature stroke severity, stroke levels, yeah, all those. CP appears in different levels. Kuna ile intense, kuna ile too mild, kuna ile yenye, and all these are manageable. And nature's severity stroke, yeah, those. And one is, CP comes with varied severity. Kuna msi akona CP yenye ni mild, hiyo ni ile iko katikati, and then kuna severe. For those with severe CP, for those with severe CP are bedridden. Like, you find that huyo mtu anafanywa kila kitu, kulishwa, kuoshwa, kuvalishwa nguo, they just there. That's what we call bedridden. And sorry to say, but hawa watu wenye wako na nini, that severe CP ndo who experience mostly easy co-occurring condition. Unajua the body is not active, hakuna movements, haizi simama, at least, body parts is stretched. So you find that mtu mostly akona easy co-occurring conditions like pain, in the muscles, then epilepsy, pain, epilepsy, sleeping disorders. But mostly you find that hawa wenye akona severe CP ndo most wakona this co-occurring condition. Tumeziongelelea, you can refer to what you talked about. Another one is CP is not progressive. If you have mild CP, hakuna vile ati sasa itaenda ikiworsen. It does not worsen. It just remains there, but it's manageable. It's not progressive, but it's manageable. It does not get worse. And the last nature is that CP is not hereditary. So if it was hereditary, my mom could be having CP. If it was hereditary, I could bear children with CP or grandchildren. So it's not hereditary, it's just a condition. So it's not hereditary. I only had 3 natures. In case you have additional one, just put it in the comment section. It will help so much. On to the next thing you need to know about CP, or facts about CP or cerebral palsy. One fact is that it's not hereditary, it's not genetic. You can't inherit it from your parents, or you can't, pass it to your kids or grannies. It's not hereditary. That is one fact you need to know about CP. Another fact is that you cannot get CP as an adult. Mnakumbuka the introduction that we said that it appears in infancy or shortly after birth. Okay, so you cannot get CP as an adult. That is another fact, which is true, by the way. And another fact is that many people with CP can walk, actually. And someone with CP, you can tell. Just look at the walking style. And then come on, catwalk. Yeah, many people CP can walk. That is another. And another fact, CP affects the face. Yeah, the face kuna speaking. Yeah, we talked about drooling. Drooling ni ile kutoa ute. Speaking, chewing here becomes a problem, and that calls for blending food for the one is sipping and swallowing also. So chewing and swallowing, those go hand in hand. So when someone has chewing or swallowing issues, you that calls for blending the food. And another fact about CP is that it's the most common childhood motor disability. With a big population of the types of disability we have is CP. Yeah, it has a bigger population to others like spina bifida, autism, muscular dystrophy, all those. So CP has it's the most common. Another fact is that effects of CP can worsen if not properly managed. We talked about ways of managing CP, like medication for those who have sleeping disorders or epilepsy. So if you don't take meds, it gets worse and it can lead to death. Okay. Another way we talked of managing CP ni therapy. Usipofanya therapy, if you have stiff muscles, definitely you won't get to do anything on your own. So therapy really helps. So CP can worsen if not properly managed. And how do you manage CP? We talked about it. Therapy, medication, physical therapy. And I guess the last fact about CP is that it does not directly affect cognitive function. Specifically, it affects movement. Yeah, CP only affects movement. So those are the facts you need to know about CP. It's not that serious. It can get that serious if not properly managed. So that's it. In case you have any other, please add it on the comment section. So guys, on to the last part of my video is about sex and pregnancy for people with CP. And the question asked is, okay, mostly by some people when you hawaelewi, like, do people with CP have sex? And if they do, how do they do it? And another question is, if a lady with CP gets pregnant, how do they deliver the child? And the answer to those questions is yes. Of course, sex is normal to everyone. And for someone with CP, now you have to communicate with the person. Ndio maybe usimuumize ama usimweke position yenye ata strain or struggle or italeta pain, but the general thing is just it's normal. Ni kama tu vile the others do it. And for the pregnancy part is yes, ladies with CP carry pregnancy to term unless sasa hapa katikati kukwetu na conditions health issues ama tu emergencies conditions, but yeah, they carry pregnancy to term. Na time ya delivery, the most advanced way of delivery for ladies with CP is through CS. This is because pushing for someone with CP would be a bit difficult because one, anashake, so they might end up, kuumiza mtoto ama hata akose nguvu ya kupush, so the baby ends up kuchoka akiwa kwa umbo. So the most advised method is CS. Kupush, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure, but the most advised way of delivering and the safest is CS, and that comes with being handled by professionals. Juu pia unaweza handliwa na nurses or doctors who are not professional, who end up kuumia or even lose your life or even the kid dies. So that also comes with a lot of professionalism. Yeah, so those are the most asked questions, and apparently that is the end of my video for today. If at all you have any question, any concern, any addition maybe to anything, just put it in the comment section. Let's interact hapo kwa comment section. Don't forget to like the video, and guys, please don't forget to subscribe. The goal ni tufike 1,000 subscribers before January issue. So kindly support me. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe too. Aita take long. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video and share to others. So that's all I had for today. Until the next video, about it. So I'll see you in the next video. So bye.